All right, this video is going to be on skill-based learning, which is a new method for learning. So most people waste like their self-education time by learning for learning's sake, right? They read books, they watch courses, they go through videos just to say that they went through, they've read 10 books or they've watched 10 videos and all of that. And they're not actually increasing their abilities even though they're investing a lot of time into their education. So instead, what I want you to do, especially when it comes to work and your career, what you need to be doing is you want to learn in order to increase your abilities, almost like a video game. But I want you to learn in order to increase your abilities to add to your toolbox. And here are just some examples I have here on screen, right? You want to trade the I want to learn more about Excel for I want to learn how to create pivot tables, right? You want to get specific with the ability you want to learn, right? Again, I want to be a leader versus how I want to learn how to develop my team, right? That's a skill, that's an ability. Or I want to be more productive versus I want to learn and master the Pomodoro method in order to maximize my productivity, right? We're kind of going from the ambiguous into the very specific that increases your ability. Or again, I want to get a promotion versus I want to learn the specific tasks that the role is responsible for, right? We can all talk about, I want to get into management, but what specifically is management doing and what abilities are they doing and how can I learn those abilities? Let's just go to the next page. And so, really, the only thing that's standing between you and your next position is a series of abilities that you need to learn. Right now, with every company, with every department, with every position, there's a unique combination of the soft and hard skills or abilities that you need to learn. But what you want to do is you want to start paying attention to what they are and start learning them in the ability skill based learning mindset. So for like Excel reporting or Office 365 file management, a lot of times management has to do with how to run a successful meeting, how to develop others around you, how to lead or how to lead up the chain of command, how to handle I can't even speak confrontation and constructive criticism, how to communicate effectively, how to get more work done in less time, right? These are all actual abilities that a leadership role or your potential promotional role, these are all the abilities that they are practicing and doing on a daily basis. And it may be a little bit difficult to like vocalize it, but this, or I should say, it's difficult for when they're hiring for these positions. It can be difficult for them to vocalize the abilities that they're looking for, right? Even job descriptions aren't very helpful and they're not really written in this way. But this is exactly what they're looking for when they're looking to promote someone. They have a set amount of hard and soft abilities that they want the person to have, whether that's leadership related or productivity related, whatever it is. They have an idea of the abilities that they want that person to have. So if you just look at the person who's already in that position, or if they're creating a new position, really get to understand the abilities and break down those abilities that they want that position to have. That will guide you on what you need to learn in order to get to that position. And so, what do you do or how do you learn an ability once you have identified it? So, obviously, if you're here watching this on Udemy, Udemy is a great way. You want to search by the ability. Another way is LinkedIn Learning. If you haven't checked that out, I'm excited to have this as linked. Um, I think this is actually a better way of doing it. LinkedIn Learning is a fantastic resource, especially for the corporate world. All you have to do is, again, is just sign up for that, and then search the ability or search the skill that you're looking to increase. Of course, books. A good way is to look at the most popular books on the topic and, of course, read those and digest them. But more importantly, digest them in a way that increases your ability again, right? When you open up a book on management, it's very easy to read through it and then feel productive. You're like, oh, I understand the general concept of it. But actually read through the book and try and figure out how that book increases your abilities to lead. Understand that, oh, hey, this chapter, these points he's making right here, this is how to develop my team. Oh, hey, this chapter, these points right here, this is a framework for how to inspire or lead my team. Convert the information that they're giving you into those abilities. Podcasts and videos, again, these are a good way to start, but they normally lack the depth. You will actually need to gain the ability. So you can watch podcasts and videos to supplement some of these other ones up here, or even just to maybe reinforce or get a couple of ideas. But ultimately, when it comes to learning abilities, it's not going to be the Udemy, the LinkedIn, the books are going to be the best way for you to do those. So once you have learned, once you have read the books or watched the videos or gone on Udemy, LinkedIn, watched the courses, watched the videos, all of that, once you have learned, then you'll want to practice it as much as possible, right? Because, as everyone knows, practice makes perfect. So if you learn an Excel ability, pivot tables, you don't just want to add that to or just think that you can do it and then never practice it. You do want to practice it pretty often. That'll give you the confidence to be able to speak about it and the know-how to be able to talk in depth about it when you're going through interviews or when you're just, talking to when you're pitching the ideas to other people about, maybe what that position should be. It just increases your confidence, and there's a big difference between someone reading a concept and then someone actually practicing and knowing a concept from experience, and that's really what you want to get out of it. And so just to kind of recap this, skill-based learning concept, right? The difference between your position and the next position is simply a set of abilities that you need to learn. Each situation requires its own combination of abilities, but it's up to you to figure out what abilities are required for the next position. Once you've identified those abilities, you must study and practice them to gain those abilities. Work through the abilities systematically, and you will be, well positioned and well on your way to filling that position. So again, if you're going for a management position, reverse engineer it, figure out what abilities are required for that position, and then start working through educating yourselves on those abilities, practicing those abilities so that you have those abilities, which will make it way easier for you to get that promotion when the time comes.